Sandali. Ilugay ko kaya buhok ko.
No.
And that's my grandma for you.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. We are on the air. It's
Hello.
actually recording.
Okay, I'm going. Okay, start to record it.
It's
Mother dear.
Hold your dress
Okay,
down.
3, 2, 1.
Down. Faster. No.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, where's Sayla?
She's having a snack. Oh.
Oh, she said what? Hello, Jazz. Thank
Hi,
you
Mom.
for coming on camera. Hello, Mother dear. Thank you for coming on board and participating with us. I know that you've been hiding yourself in the basement. You don't want us to visit you or to bring you some food. You're scared. Can you show to everybody your mask?
How strong you
dear.
are, Mama Lot.
Oh, even the mask is on style. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, so since this is a Mother's Day it's a special for every mom. As you can see, we have we have 3 generations, but later on we'll welcome Sayla, so that would be a 4th generation of different ladies that were born in the different years. So, Mother dear, what year were you born?
1948.
Wow, 48. So, did you still remember the war? Is that the war time or no?
No, I don't remember
Okay,
anything.
so you are under the traditionalist generation. And I was born 1965. So I am between the baby boomers. I am at the very end of the baby boomers and the Generation Y. Then how about you, Jazz? You were born
1986.
So 1986
Yeah.
is what we called what? Are you millennials? You are millennials.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Can you hear me? Okay. So, Mom, how old are you when you gave birth to me?
I think 17 years old. Yeah, 17 years old.
17 years old? Are you already legal to get married at age of 16?
Yeah. We get
Yeah?
married at my age is 16 years old.
Oh, and then you gave birth to us. How many children, Mother dear?
6 children.
How is it?
Oh,
Mother dear, were you so happy when you see me? We were born with this blessed woman.
Of course. You are my firstborn. I'm very happy.
Okay, so Nay, how is it? How is it like, being 17 years old and then have a daughter? So you yourself is a teenager and then raising me up. So how is it, Nay? And then afterwards you have one kid after another.
It's very hard, especially if you don't know anything about raising up the kids. It's very hard if you are only 16 years old, you don't have any experience and you are by yourself, your family is away. No one will help you, but I need to stand firm so that I could raise you.
I know, I remember, Mother dear, you are very firm. Why do you always follow us?
Oh, because I really want all my children to become a very respectful and very, very good kids.
Okay, there you go. Manay, alam nyo ba, ito ngayong panahon, ang tawag doon, child abuse.
No, in the Philippines, you are allowed to follow all your children. But here in Canada, you are not allowed.
I know. I remember each one of us have a household chores, right?
Yeah.
Pagka hindi nagawa yung household chores, let's say we don't do our household chores, that is what you called gulpe sarado.
Yeah, gulpe sarado kayo.
It means that you're gonna get lots of spanking.
Yeah, you're gonna get a lot
And
of.
then for me, I had Jazzmine when I was 20 years old, and not in the Philippines,
That's
but
still quite
here
young.
in Canada. So which is absolutely, you're young, 20 years old, and new in the country. Like Jazzmine is a honeymoon baby. Man, it was hard. It was
How
really, really hard.
how'd you do it, Mom? Because you were new to the country, as you said, and then you were also a newlywed. So there was also that cultural adjustment too, alongside being a new wife and then a mom.
It is
How
hard. I have to say that I just have to live one day at a time. I don't really know what I'm doing. All I'm doing is just like, God, please help me. Please help me. I remember that I said, this is now my new reality. This is now my new life. And I just have to stand and be strong, and at the same time knowing that the Lord is going to be beside me, and your dad is very good man. So it worked out. You turned out okay.
yeah, I think I turned out great. And you turned out great too. Mama Lot, all that spanking did
All
not
the
you well.
palo.
I think it's great that I get to be here with my grandmother. And unfortunately, my other grandmother from daddy's side, she's gone to be with the Lord, but I've also learned a lot from her too. My phase in life as a mom has actually gone through two very different
Yeah.
scenarios. So the first time was when I had Joseph, and I was a single mom at the time at 23 years old. And so, as much of a shock and a scare that was, like you said, to be facing a new reality, I was born and raised in the church, and I truly had a love for the Lord in my heart. However, my actions resulted, right, to bringing forth a child into this world. And I knew right then and there, when I had found out that I was conceiving my wonderful baby, that I was going to give everything that I could to be the best mom that I could be for him. And I learned a lot from you, Mom. And I learned a lot from you, Mama Lot, and also from all of the titas, my aunts around me, and the support of the church, who gave me, the insight, the encouragement to be the mom that I needed to be for Joseph. And I knew one thing for sure, that the Lord was near, and that he was going to give me the instruction that I needed, so that I could raise up a healthy young boy. And I'm so happy that I have
Praise God.
Joseph. Joseph has
Yeah.
changed my life, and I call him my saving grace. And everyone in the family is so proud of Joseph, and he's
Yeah.
taught me a lot. And then now, being a mom to Selah, she, is our miracle child, and we had her too, like as a honeymoon baby, and being a newlywed, and then also realizing that you're going to be a mom again, now to an infant, and then to a 10-year-old. It was a huge adjustment.
A big difference. Yeah.
Yeah. But Joseph had been praying for a little sister for a long, long time. And I can say that God has been so faithful, because I have such a responsible, loving, and supportive husband who's made it very easy to be a mom of two kids. So I know, on that regard, it's really a blessing from God.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, how is it raising up a child, like your children? So, ilan yung anak ninyo? 6, di ba? And then, we know that my dad only comes on the weekend. And then, it is a blessing because we have our brothers and sisters. But how did you handle the unfaithfulness?
Because I love my children, and I don't want my husband to be separate, because it's very hard if they don't have father image in the house.
Even the unfaithful one.
Cannot do anything. We cannot do anything.
So you just forgive and forget.
Of course.
Praise the
Never tell
Lord.
you, even though he is unfaithful, but I still love him.
Oh, praise God. So how old were you when you became a widow?
I'm 37.
37, Nay. 37 lang kayo nung kayo na widow?
Yeah.
Hindi na kayo nag-asawa?
You know me.
How old are you now?
One husband is enough.
How old are you now, mother dear?
I'm 72.
72 years old.
Yeah.
So you got widowed at age of 37, and then you are 72 years old now, and you did not remarried. Are you happy, mother dear?
I'm happy the way I am because I know God is with me.
Amen.
Amen and amen. So, Nay, can you just walk us through, just imagine yung mga, di ba, to raise up a children, and then the husband is absent in raising them up, and then you provide also the finances. So, how is it?
It's very hard. It's very hard. But if you love your family, you will do the best for them. Even though it's very hard, even though it will cost your life, you will do it because you love them so much.
Is it a choice, or is it really just inborn to
It is a
love your
choice.
family? Is it a
It is
choice?
a choice. It is a choice because I don't want my children to be separated. I don't like that. I want bind together. I want that. I want my children to bind together. You will see until now that we are very close. We are very close.
I know. I know. Okay, so I think this is so good. We learned so much there, that it is the choice of every mom to do the best for their family. But it is a hard work. It is truly a sacrifice. But we thank God, because by His strength, He has helped us.
You know, I want to put this out there respectfully to everyone that's watching. Thank you guys for being a part of this, because this is not by any means a way of us trying to highlight, only the good things in our family. Every family has its own set of issues and problems. And one thing that I learned, especially before getting married, and I'm going to be very open and transparent about this, is your family won't always see things the same way that you do. But you have to believe in your heart of hearts that they will want nothing
The
but the
best.
best for you.
Mhm.
And so sometimes that love and that overprotectiveness can really be interpreted and sometimes demonstrated in a really intense or non-agreeable way. But in their heart of hearts, especially when you come from a family of faith, they may be showing one thing, but down on the inside, they're praying to the Lord for the best for you. And we also have to trust the Lord that He will work all things out for good. God is faithful. He's not only going to take care of one issue and then not take care of the rest. He's not only going to do one good thing and then leave everything else undone. No, He's a God of order, and He's a God of perfection. And I've seen Him do that in my life. So I want to put this out there, that we're not portraying that our family has got it all together and that my aunts and uncles or my parents are like the best parents that there are. It just so happens that, you know, we're the ones that are sharing in a conversation right now. But in spite of all of the issues, and in spite of all of the indifference, and of course different personalities, I can say, you know, coming from the millennial generation, this is my personal choice, that even though, and I've learned this through the help of God and also through your counsel, Mom, and Mama Lut, your unconditional love for me, regardless of what we see, regardless of what we hear, we have to always choose to honor those people that are in our lives, We don't get to choose the family that we're born into, but honor them, honor your grandparents. They need you. And they're very sensitive, right? When they get older, because they put all their life into caring for their children.
We see baby Sayla, also the fourth generation baby,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
So
I'm
is
going to
she
go
there?
get her.
Oh, okay. Mother dear, you
Mm.
have a speech that is ready that you want to share to us, right? To greet everyone that is watching. Do you want to read the note that you prepared
It's okay, I'll tell.
later? Oh, okay. Excuse me, Mother dear.
Mhm.
I think, oh, there's Sayla.
Okay.
Yay!
Anong
Okay, Sayla. So we want to show Sayla. This is our, you can see a fourth generation here. And the Lord bless us with new life. And her name is Sayla. Mom, that is your great granddaughter.
Yeah. Hi, Sheila.
Hi, Mama
Give
Lot.
Mama Rosa a smile. Oh, look at her
She's
smile.
teething.
Oh, she's teething. Okay, so
Yeah.
Mother dear, do
Oh
you
my
want to?
God, so beautiful.
I know. Can I see what she's wearing? Is she wearing pink?
It's a red flowery dress.
Oh, nice.
Do I need
Mother
to
dear, yeah. So do you want to greet everybody
Okay.
with this Mother's Day?
Okay. Good day to all the mother around the world. I wish you all a happy Mother's Day. Even though we don't see each other, and some of us are away from our family, but we still know that we are united in love. I also know that we are praying that this pandemic will be over. As a mother, our love to our family is unconditional. There is no limit to our love. Our duty during this day is to pray for our family. Pray that they are always out of danger. Pray that they are safe and healthy. If anyone in our family needs help, we are always willing to do anything and everything for them. Right now, the right things to do is to pray for them. Happy Mother's Day again, and God bless.
Oh,
Wow, that
wow,
was
that is
so
beautiful, Mother
beautiful.
dear.
Hi,
Thank you
Sheila.
for
Oh my God,
sharing
so
that.
good. Ang
Bravo.
ganda ng damit ni Sheila.
Thank
Oh,
you.
oh, one thing that I learned from my mom is this. Like, you know, again, like what we say is we're not perfect, but I have seen my mom's hard work, and I know out there, moms, you really work for your children and for your family. Please be encouraged that your children knows that they love you so much. Sometimes they just have a different personality and they're showing it in a different way, but nevertheless your children knows your dedication to them. Amen.
I have a question for you, Mom, because, you know, with all of the different responsibilities that Mom has now, many of the moms are all in the same boat of having to take care of their kids like full time. Instead of the children being at school, they're also now teacher um, and also homemaker, while some of them are also working at home, working from home. Um, Remember, I called you the other day and I was asking you, you know, Mom, I need your advice. Like, how do I manage? How do I handle taking care of a really little one? And then, of course,
Sorry.
my husband
Yeah.
is locked up in the office working, and I really don't want to disturb him. And then, you know, I have Joseph, who I need to monitor and also check up on his work and you know, entertain him and also do activities with him. it can all seem a little bit overwhelming. That's the truth. We're not robots, right?
Yeah,
So, well,
it
what's
is
your
some
advice for us, Mom?
one thing that my advice, which is I learned it from my family doctor, Dr. Flora. She said, Alice, you have to know your priority because I'm the person that I want the house clean, I want the food ready, and at the same time, the children, and it's impossible. And then working full time. So I need to prioritize. So sometimes what you said is you just have to close your eyes and take care of the kids first because they are your priority, and then the rest can wait. So if the kids wants some of your time, then you just have to really give it to them, but make sure that they are your priority. And then the household chores can always follow. Sometimes you just have to really close your eyes, and also do not sweat over small stuff.
Mm,
Let it go, let it go, because tomorrow is another day.
that is
Right,
so
mother
true.
dear?
That is so true. I have another question. I remember you told me a couple of months ago, about raising preteens. Joseph is going to be 11 years old. And you also work very closely with we call them juniors at the church. And they're coming out of being little boys and growing up into becoming young men. So with that, there are also, growing, I wouldn't call them growing pains, but there are definitely like transitional attitudes that you see. And, our children, we're so blessed to have wonderful children. But when those behaviors do arise, either how they act or how they speak, you gave me a very important message. Do you remember what you said to me? That at the end of the day, you'll still
I
want
told you
to
that
win the heart of
you
your
can
kid.
make a choice in this life, right, Nai? And I know my mom can attest. You can fight with your children. You can fight with them and make them and give them the direction. But at the end of the day, whatever they do, whether they listen or not, you still love them unconditionally. You're
That's
still the one that is going to accept them. No matter, and you will live with the consequences that they make, and of course they will live with the consequences that they make in life. So why do you have to fight with them, since you can direct them and set some boundaries? But you have to accept the truth that your children will make some mistakes.
that's true.
Thank
I
you.
really enjoyed this conversation. But one thing I want to ask also is this. We came in here, immigrants, and we don't have so much opportunity. And we thank the Lord that He was able, that our God helped us. So in regards with the finances, we believe in bringing what rightfully belongs to the Lord, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, how about saving, Mother dear? Can you share something about that in the finances?
What I'm doing is I always save some of my money from my salary, whether you like it or not. I will save it. It's pre-authorized, and then I will never touch it. I will wait until how many years. That is
Praise.
the reason why I could save money, because that's pre-authorized.
That is good. At least ngayon, pwede na ako mangutang uli. Sorry, Mother dear, we cannot be there, but we will try to make it up, right?
Okay.
Oh, I was wondering. I said, where did she go? Hi!
No, they're not. They're not teasing
Oh
you,
my
but
God,
it's
it's so
okay.
beautiful. Look at
It's
that.
okay. No,
Oh,
no, no, no,
see?
no. No, it's okay.
So how is it? How do you feel, Jazzmine? You being a career woman, you work all your life, and then now you're stuck at home taking care of your baby. So how is it?
I really love it. But then I have to be completely honest. There are days where I ask myself, can I jump back on the wagon and get back to the 9 to 5 and, have a disposable income? But then you remind me, Jazz, these are the years that you're never going to get back. I remember with Joseph too, it was a different situation. I was working, from when he was 18 months, and I was really blessed to have a lot of support too from like my workmates and my employer then. But being able to be home with the kids, it's definitely a very rewarding season. And it's tough. It's really hard work.
Final greeting words.
Happy Mother's Day again.
Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone.
God bless.
Happy
Bye,
Mother's Day.
Stella.
That's so mad.
I love you.
Stella, can you give them a flying kiss?
Say. Okay.
Mwah.
I'll
There's
see you
smiling.
soon.